The new CIP visual identity incorporates the country's matriarchal brand featuring the immediately recognizable famous Pitons. However, the CIP notes that this rebranding is much more than a logo or a new look and feel in the market. It is the unveiling of an entire strategy in motion to develop and be perceived as the best run and most successful global citizenship program in the world. After 5 years of operating, the CIP is well poised to capitalize on an increased demand for investments via its citizenship program.
Even with COVID, when we would expect that there'd be a reduction of numbers, it is the best time that CIP has witnessed over the 5 years. And I think what underpins this is the basic principle that the issue of international mobility that is so required by people is not phased by whether there's a pandemic or not. Persons want to move and they want that international mobility. And for Saint Lucia, I think we were at the right time, the right place. And I think the whole rebranding and the whole narrative that we've written will really put us in good stead and will continue showing those increases in numbers.
A highlight of the rebranding is the enhanced website with user experience and user interface capabilities to allow for secure online applications, and also serves as a powerful marketing tool with its rich content and information. The brand pillars and tagline for the reimaged CIP are authentic, respected, secured.
At its core here, the integrity of our program is of utmost importance. So, for example, audits. Our program is audited every year. The financial statements, the entire report of the audit is delivered on time to Cabinet in line with legislative requirement. From an integrity point of view, I can sit here and say very clearly that every file that comes to the boardroom, and indeed every file must come to the board to be decided on. So it's a board of 5 that decides on every file. And every file that comes to our boardroom has had to go through all of the regulatory, due diligence, all of the private due diligence, and then all of our, national security and international security partners.
Prime Minister of Saint Lucia, Honorable Chastanet, is pleased with the direction that the CIP has taken under his leadership. Key benefits from the revenue derived from the CIP program include availability and ease of access to affordable funding for investments and development in the country via the National Economic Fund, as well as improving the country's net worth and credit rating.
In addition to improving the credit rating of our country, is that it drives investment. So whether it's in healthcare, whether it's in education, whether it's in infrastructure, it makes free capital, monies that, in fact, we don't have to pay for. It's like having grant money to invest in our country. The difference is my government is not intending to use it as grant money. We think that it should remain as equity or as a loan even to government in order to preserve and make sure it's a sovereign fund.
This impressive performance of the rebranded CIP, even within the context of COVID-19, is good news for the country, as the program seems poised to be a significant contributor to GDP and the furtherance of national development goals.